everybody, it is Delisha here with The Hand, Kentucky Sass in the Hand, together again. Today is Tuesday, October 20th, 2020, which is kind of freaky because if you write 20 for the day, slash, and then you do a 20, you still got the year 2020. So I'm sure that you all were craving to know that. Today is a hot mess on this table because luckily for me, I was just at our cross-stitch retreat for the Crock-Pot crew, and we decided this year not to go out of town. We stayed in Ohio, and we had a great time. Lisa was the hostess with the mostest. She kept us at her house. It's lovely. Her husband, Mark, who we have all married. We have married him because we love him, and we love Lisa, and he left and let us have his home. So he went on a motorcycle ride for 4 or 5 days, ever how many we were there, with his friends. And I mean, really, how many men would do that? But because he loves Lisa so much, and I really believe it's because I'm Lisa's friend, I think you take me out of the equation, I'm not sure how Mark feels. So, but we love Mark. He's great. Lisa's great. And their house is wonderful. There was enough room for us to social distance. I stayed overnight, Crystal stayed overnight, Sharon and Tony stayed overnight, Pam and Steph and Katie and Melissa went back and forth. But let me tell you, those girls did some driving. They were there early in the morning, and they were like the last ones stitching at night. So kudos to everybody that was able to come and make it possible. We had a wonderful, wonderful time. Excellent food. We usually do, when we get to Tennessee, we usually go out for Mexican the first night and blackberry margaritas. So we did go to Mexican, and I had strawberry margarita. They did not have blackberry, but let me tell you, it was a big one and it was tasty. So that was our first night, and that was in our tradition. And then we had, gosh, I don't even know. Everybody had a meal. And the food is so good. I mean, everybody, you would think, okay, they're talented stitchers. They can't do a darn other thing. Wrong. These women knock it out of the park each time. We ate so much delicious food. I mean, there was homemade meatballs. Katie made homemade meatballs. Lisa had her a distant relative's marinara sauce. We had spaghetti and meatballs one night. And we also had crushed herbs that she mixed with olive oil that we could dip our bread in. We had salad, bolognese sauce. Oh, I mean, just wonderful. And one night we grilled out. So Crystal and Melissa, who knew that Crystal could grill? I was in shock and happily thus, because that hamburger was so delicious. I'm telling you, the woman has a way with the flipper because my hamburger was extra tasty. So we had good food. I had food the last morning with Sharon and Tony, and we just did like a breakfast brunch type thing. And it was all so good. You will see some pictures at the end of this because I am not talented enough to be able to drop them in as other people do. And so you're going to see some pictures of everything that went on there. But what I want to go over with you now is I had 9 starts, right? Because of course I was going to end on an 8 and I cannot end on an even number. So luckily I lived close and was able to run home and get, because I knew this was kitted up at my homestead, I was able to run to my homestead and get this last one, which was my 9th start. So that being said, we're going to start with my last one. Oh, and just in case you notice, I have on no makeup and it's raining out and the hair got a little frizzed. We have a Mary Kay woman coming this afternoon. That's why I have no makeup on. The hand has to sneeze and laugh, which you would call a snort in some villages. So that's why I have no makeup on. I may look just the same as I always do, but that is my excuse today. So my 9th start was Autumn Quaker by Rosewood Manor. And I will be doing this, and I've had this for a while. I will be doing this on 32 count linen, and it is doubloon. And you can see my one little arrow, that's my start. But let me tell you, this was Sunday morning, little rugged. So on doubloon, and this is my Autumn Quaker by Rosewood Manor. It's going to be beautiful. And This is going to be all called for colors. I'm using Valdani, which I have never stitched with before. But look at those colors. Are those, I mean, come on, that is scrumptious. So I was so excited to get to work with these, and I've had this at home for a long time. I just had not done anything with it. And this is in a Garon bag, which, as you notice, is very fallish to go with the autumn Quaker theme. So that was number 9. Now these, I just don't know what order I did them in. I believe this was my first start, and this is Boo to You by Prairie Schooler, and I started with the cat. I just love that. This reminds me of like the 50s, if you remember those 60s, you remember those jointed, like they had a witch and a skeleton, but for some reason this reminds me of that era. So I am doing this called for colors, DMC, and this is what I got started. This is on spicy mustard, and this again is a 32 count. This is Lagana. So there you have that. And I'm pretty sure that was my first start, but you know, time has a way of ruining my memory. So there you go with that one. Now, this one I love, and I can't remember who, but somebody said their great-grandmother was a suffragette. This is what I got started on my suffragette piece. I am using called for colors on this, and it's a linen by Picture This Plus, 32 count, and this is what it looks like. But somebody, and I apologize, I just don't recall who it was, they sent me a picture of their great-grandmother. I asked them to, and they sent me a picture of their great-grandmother and said she was a suffragette, and just, you know, explained her life a little bit to me. And I love that because I love history. And so I loved everything about that. This is Classic Color Works, and this is the called for colors, which I love all of these colors. So you can see them on this fabric. I mean, how gorgeous is that? So I really want to work on this some more. This one also, I have this hoop, and I don't know if I put in what kind of hoop this was. I didn't put what kind of hoop this is, but I got this at Keepsakes. It's a wooden hoop, and I've seen a lot of people using it, and I think some people will take twill and wrap to make sure it's tight. I did not do that, and I think it's fine. It's been fine so far, but that's what I'm working on this one. And I love this piece. What I tried to do, I mean, everybody did, some people did 20, 25. I could not do that many because just having all this out on this table is making me a little squeamish. It's just a lot for me. I was a monogamous stitcher, so to have all of this out is kind of killing me. But I did smaller pieces for that reason, because I do hope to get these all finished by the end of the year. Now, this is in a bag made for me by Katie Fleming Glass. Very patriotic, and her bags are unbelievably well done. So I love this. Thank you, Katie. Okay, this one I bought either at Stitch Away or StitchCon. This is a small Heart and Hand. It's Autumn Whirligig. And he is a squirrel. I had to look, make sure he wasn't a gopher. So here he is. I had to get his legs on because it was freaking me out. So I had to get the legs on. And I have a thing with squirrels. My mother hates squirrels, so I get her squirrels because she hates them. That's just the kind of daughter I am. So I'm using all the called for colors on this. It is Creek Bed Brown R&R. Love R&R fabric. It is, again, 32 count. So there's that one. This one I had wanted to do for a while, so I was so excited. This is Sweeping the Garden. And this is what I have done on that. And here she is. I am doing this on Jobelin 32 count Sandcastle, and I just loved this color. It's got some pinkish modeling in it, and I love it, and I just love this little mouse so much. So I got a little bit done. I think I can finish her fairly quickly. And you say, if you can do so, Delisha, why have you not? Well, I have been stitching on mainly, wait a minute, let me put this back. I'm using, again, all called for colors. And this has sheep and birds, and it was just a little fall pattern. So I thought it went perfect with that. Okay, and what I've been working on most, and I love this. I did not expect to love it as much as I do. This is Our Lasting Friendship. This is Blackbird, who all of a sudden, like, I become a Blackbird and Prairie Schooler girl. Okay, this is done on 32 count Lagana, Vintage Stormy Night. Now, you can see some of these are doing it on tan, but I am using these scrumptious colors, and I will tell you I cheated because Melissa, Cupcake Stitcher, if you're not watching her, please do. She's on Instagram and YouTube, but she had picked out this palette of floss colors, and when I saw them, like, I was in love, and she graciously let me copy her colors. So this is Melissa's called for colors, if I don't break them all up. And I will try to get these written down if you should want to do this and use her colors. But these are all gassed, and they're just gorgeous. I mean, I just love them. So mainly, I have been working on this design. I have all the way down, just about finished with the bottom. So I'm about halfway through. We are each in the group doing this, and we have to finish the border by December 5th when we have our gathering for Christmas. So I'm wanting to get this done just so I can put it aside and relax. So this is mainly what I've been working on in the evenings. I want to show you this. This is something that Pam and Steph brought of Just Keep Stitching. And there's a magnet on each end. And you know what a pain in the butt having all the extra fabric is? These, just wrap them around there. You can get them at Amazon. Very inexpensive. And it just kind of keeps you from having a big fat headache. So this is an excellent, excellent tip that I got from them. And this needle minder came from Crystal, and it's because we are a tribe. So she found these little teepees, which was very thoughtful. So there you have that. And I have it in this bag, but now that I put the Q-snap on it, I have it in this little patriotic bag with dogs and sheep on it, who I like. But now that I put the Q-snap on it, it won't fit in here. So something will need to give, and I'm not sure what yet. So there's that. Then there's two. Where am I at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is 6 and 7. This is on Spicy Mustard. It's Trick or Treat, Lugana 32. Whoops. Spicy Mustard. So here's one and here's one. Those are the starts on that. And I'm doing Trick or Treat. I'm doing these two. So there's two of them. One is the little 3, because there was me and my 2 brothers growing up, so I like to do things in 3s. And then the other one is the house. So that has 2, and I'm using all called for colors. These are DMC. Now this is the first time I have done this. These are, I took the DMC out of the little skinny thing, and I made these floss drops. So they are all on the floss drop, and I thought I brought one in here to use. Okay, I have something else I want to show you, but I don't know what I did with it, so I have to bring it a different time. But Melissa told us about this, and this is it's a magnet at each end, and it's just like I don't know what you call it. It's a wire thing. It's for luggage is what it is. But you can put it through the end of the top of your holder to hold your floss instead of using the big rings that sometimes they get loose and don't work as well. So that was a great tip from Melissa. Again, she's the Cupcake Stitcher, so please check her out if you haven't. Apparently, I've been talking too long because the cough is back. So, then my last piece, which is I'm doing this as a stitch along with my good friends, Sharon and Tony, and they dyed this fabric. I mean, wow. I just can't tell you how much I love this fabric. So they dyed it, and we are doing Madame Chantilly Halloween Drive lesson. So we're doing this, and if you notice, down here at the bottom, that's applique. So that's not cross stitch, it'll be wool cutout pieces that we'll put on. But I fell in love with this fabric, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what they use to dye it, but we each are doing that. So those are the ones I started at our crock pot retreat, our whistle stop retreat. So there are 9 of these. And then what I've got is, I got Katie's piece when we do our white elephant. And what you do is, Stephanie has prepared a wheel. It has each of our names on it. And so it's your turn. If you are first, you get your piece and open it. The second person can either go up and get theirs, or they can take your piece. Then you would pick another. So it goes all the way around like that. And I was lucky enough to get a Katie Fleming glass original, which I love. Love the wool on the back. I love everything about it. She's got whistle stop on it and the date. So that is just too gorgeous. Katie also, and unbeknownst to her, I have joined the Victorian Motto Floss of the Month. She gave me these 3 beautiful pieces of Victorian Motto Floss. And this bag, which I love the bag. I love the bag. And it has a drawstring that has the old measuring tape. I love this. And I love the piece she stitched. So I was so lucky that I got to get that. And the bag even stands up, which I can never figure out how to do that if I stitch. So I got that, and that was my white elephant prize. And I think Sharon got mine. And I will have a picture of mine and everybody's at the end of this, so you can see what everybody got. But the women are so talented. I just am lucky to have these women for friends. So what I also got, Crystal got me this, and it says it's something that reminds them of you or your personality. Well, I like to eat. You may not know that about me, but it is true. I'm an eater. So she got me that beautiful thing. I got this from Sharon, which I love. It's a witch on a broom. It's a needle minder. Got that. Then, and this, I'm telling you, I'm always in shock. But Katie made us each a needle minder. So there's Crock Pot Crew, Rock It Out with Your Crock Out, and 2020. Well, to think it couldn't get any better than that, it does. She was not sure how to package them. So her husband, Andy, came up with this idea. This is a soap dish like you would a traveling. So you got the front and back. They put magnets on the back and then the tops on the front with their magnets. So it holds it right in there. So if you are going anywhere or you just want to store yours, excellent, excellent idea. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't know what made him think of this, but this was one of my favorite things because I just love this. So thank you, Andy. So I got that. And Melissa, Cupcake Stitcher, she bought us all these little tins. And Melissa just has it going on. She fills it with lovely things. We have got Crisp Morning Air. Oh, this is so good. It smells like apples. It is delish. And then we have a Be Awesome needle minder, which I am. Thank you very much. Melissa knew that. And I got the little hedgehog. I'm telling you, I love him. He is so cute. And then she got us some more. OMG. I got a candle sugar cookie. I might just lay down. That is so yummy. 2 pieces of candy and a measuring tape. And it is so weird because I carry a measuring tape because I like to buy antiques and junk stuff. So if I have a measuring tape, I can always measure. So I keep a measuring tape in my purse. So Melissa got us all these lovely things. And we just had a great time. It is just wonderful being with like-minded people that have the same hobby as you. I know it's hard, and I know some of you do not have that availability, but try to find somebody that's close to you because it makes a world of difference. And I know a lot of people are doing it on Zoom and virtual stitchers. So if you can, that's a great community also. I've got to hurry because we're at 20 minutes. I joined up this year to get Victorian Motto floss. I am in love with these colors. So this is Nancy Turner. It is Victorian Motto floss, and she does do a send out once a month. So I love it. Then the other thing I got, which I'm crazy over this fabric. This is a project bag by Lucy Beam Project Bags. And I mean, I love this. I can't even tell you how happy just looking at this fabric makes me. So I've got that. And then you'll notice there's a little, her tie is a little piece of lace with a little rosebud. I mean, how cute is that? Okay, the last thing is, I was in Friday Fight Nights, and that is Be Stitch Me. And look at this loveliness. Both of these are Jovelin 32 count. There's no color on here, but look at that. And look at that. I mean, come on. I'm in love. Okay, I'm over my time limit. And I just want to say thank you all for watching. Please recommend us if you like us. And subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. But this is Delisha and the Hand saying, be kind and stay stitchy, my friends.